Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Now, a lot of you guys have asked me about Anis, Summer Anis, Sparkling Summer. Yes, Anis banner is available right now. So in today's video, alright, so I want to talk a little bit more about building Anis in general. You guys have been asking me what's the best way to build her, right? So I do recommend, if you guys can, please try to recruit Anis Sparkling Summer within the duration right now. We still have 17 days as of me recording this video. I don't really recommend Helm that much, alright? So Helm Aquamarine, she's a decent character, but I think Anis is the one that you want to go for, alright? If you can only pick one, definitely it's going to be Anis. Now, a lot of people are going to make numerous mistakes when building Swimsuit Anis, alright? That's going to be very, very important, and I want to be able to mention this prior into the video because that's going to be very important. Now, Swimsuit Anis, or I'm just going to call her Summer Anis, alright? Summer Anis is going to be a character that relies on last bullet mechanic. Now, what the heck is a last bullet mechanic? So last bullet mechanic, right here you can see on this skill 2, activates when firing the last bullet, affects 2 enemies with the highest attack. So last bullet meaning that when you reload, alright, that means your last bullet, alright, you're going to reload as often as you can. And ideally, if you are running like a machine gun character, or if you are using like a assault rifle Nikkes, you ideally want to make sure that they don't reload, right? Because whenever you're reloading, you're wasting time. You're not doing any damage during that period, so you get less damage overall. But for Anis, she's one of the few unique characters in the game. You want her to reload as often as possible, which is kind of crazy actually if you think about it, right? Affects 2 enemy units with the highest attack. Alright, so deals the damage here. Activates when firing the last bullet. Alright. And she's going to increase damage to interruption parts as well. So her first skill is going to be her buffing another electric called ally. So in this case, she can buff either like Scarlet or even the latest character Iron. Both are very, very good characters. Alright, as you can see, she increased attack by 55% and reload speed increased by 49%. And then her last burst skill, as you can see right here, she basically decreased her ammo capacity by 73% when she bursts. That means she's going to be able to reload more often, which is kind of crazy. And also her reloading speed and damage as strong element increase, which is kind of nuts. Now, who is going to be Summer Anis' best team? Alright, in terms of like when you put them in a team together, who is going to complement her the most? Now, for burst 1, Dorothy is going to be the best character. Dorothy is going to be perfectly built for her. And I want to show you guys the difference. You will see why Dorothy is pretty much a must. Dorothy has this particular skill right here, activates when firing the last bullet, and she decreases everybody's cooldown of burst skill, right, CDR and stuff. Now you can see this particular skill activates when firing the last bullet during manifestation, affects all allies. So she basically boosts everyone, increase damage to parts by 46%. That's a lot, and that's going to be a big boost, which is kind of insane if you think about it. And this is going to be something that you want to try to be able to benefit from her entirely. And another character that everybody has access to is going to be Privati. You get Privati for free. Now, Privati is a very, very good character with Summer Anis. You have to build her. Now, the important skill for Privati is going to be her skill 1. So what does this skill do? You can see, affects all allies, everybody's attack increased by 23%, reload speed increase as well, and the max ammo capacity decrease, which is also what you want. Alright, you want to have as little ammo capacity as possible for Summer Anis. Now, who is going to be a bad character for Summer Anis? I see a lot of players doing this mistake. Please do not do this mistake. Do not put Summer Anis with Blanc and Noah. Alright, Blanc and Noah are a very, very bad team with her, as you can see. So why is that? Blanc and Noah actually, they increase max ammo capacity. This is bad. Alright, you don't want Summer Anis to have more max ammo capacity. You want her to reload as often as possible. So as little ammo capacity as possible. Now, let me show you guys a bad team. Alright, this is a very, very bad team. Ideally, Little is a very strong character. Blanc and Noah, both solid characters. But when you put Summer Anis in this particular team, it basically hinders her abilities, her capabilities, right? She's a very unique character. Summer Anis is a very unique character. Unlike Red Hood, unlike Scarlet Black Shadow and everyone else, she needs a very specific team to work. Alright, which is why this is going to be something that... And also Privati is a must-have, right? So let me shove in, for example, Maxwell right here. So you can see this is going to be a very, very bad one. I will show you guys, and you will be able to see the difference, right? Okay, look at this burst. We're gonna try to look for the burst. Burst 1, burst 2, Anis burst. Do you guys see the rockets? No, okay, that's the one rocket. Okay, every time she reloads, okay, there you can see rockets flying out. Reload. Okay, you can see rocket flying out. Alright, so this is her in a Little Blanc Noir team. Very bad. Alright, let me show you guys the difference right here. We're gonna put two characters, replace Little with Dorothy, and then we're gonna put Privati. Privati is a must. Dorothy is very strong, pair with her. Again, I repeat myself, do not pair her with anyone that can increase max ammo capacity. Alright, so you guys will be able to see a major big difference. Notice the amount of rockets that will fly out from here, because I have Privati and Dorothy. Burst. Look at that. Look at that. I'm constantly reloading. Look at the amount of rockets flying out. Every second. Alright? You want that. You want that for your Summer Anis. Alright, that's going to be the most important factor when you're using Summer Anis. You ideally want her to constantly reload, fire the rockets all together, non-stop, so that she basically gets more damage overall. That's going to be the most important aspect in using Summer Anis. Now, let's talk about what character pairs with her besides these two, right? So Dorothy and Privati is pretty much a must. You will definitely see these two in a team with Summer Anis. Now the Burst 2, this one is going to be very interesting, alright? Usually this one is going to be much more flexible, but the best one for her that works in a flexible manner is probably Crown. But ideally you don't really put Crown in this team because of the full potential from Crown, right? So Crown has an ability, if you guys are not aware, let me just briefly explain. So Crown has this particular ability right here, alright? Activates when recovery takes effect, affects all allies, attack damage increased by 17%. So if you put Crown in this team, nobody can actually heal in this team. So Crown is, number one, you're breaking your Crown. Number two, you have no healer. Ideally, the best character to pair in this team, usually for me, I will use Marciana. Alright, Marciana is going to be a perfect one in this particular team. So she has the ability to heal. She will be able to complement your particular team overall. So anyone that has the ability to do that, to heal for you, and is a burst too, I would say it's going to be pretty good, right? I think Marciana is like by far the best candidate in this particular team. Unless you're tackling a story stage that doesn't need a healer in particular. Now, another burst 3 to pair with her, besides herself, is going to be either Scarlet, which is a very good character, or if you don't have Scarlet, Ayn is going to be a very good pair as well. If you did pull for Ayn, definitely consider her. So she's going to be a very good option. Either one of them, because remember, Anis skill 1 buff another electric type character. So therefore you're going to be able to obtain that and benefit the other electric character in this case, right? So Scarlet is still going to be, I feel like it still fits better in this team. Ayn feels like she belongs in a separate team altogether, but that's something that I'm still experimenting. Privati, you want to put her in the most far right, so that the AI doesn't prioritize her skill. She doesn't need to use her burst 3. She's just primarily there for her skill 1. You can see, she doesn't need to use her skill 3 at all, so you don't need to worry to upgrade that. Prioritize on skill 1 for Privati, and therefore, you have the best Swimsuit Summer Anis team. Can't see my mouse. Okay, I saw my mouse now.
Everything time for class to pay attention in class.
Why is Altisin so far away? I think I'm gonna do at least 1 billion damage. Okay, let's just focus on... Who cares about the missile, huh? Hit me then. Hit me then.
Everything time for class to begin. Time to finish. You must persevere.
Okay, 1 billion damage or not? 1 billion? Ah, come on, so close to 1 billion. Okay, who is lacking here? Swimsuit Anis with 400 million. Yeah, I guess if I've built Ayn, I can replace Scarlet easily in this team. Dorothy for flashbangs. Yeah, the flashbang do be banging, eh? Do be banging. How ideally you want to build her, this is going to be the most important thing. Now, in terms of the skill priority, skill 2 should be your priority. This is the one that's firing the rockets out. You want this thing to be max if possible. If you can only upgrade one skill to max, level 10 for skill 2. Now, if you have to choose between skill 1 and skill 3 afterwards, or burst skill, I will prioritize burst skill for her damage. Skill 1 should be the last one. So I would say like, ideally you want to go 4 for 4, and then maybe like 7 on this one. And then I will go 10, 7, 7. You know, the middle one, go for 10 as if you can. This is going to give you the best output damage. Now, overload gears, like I mentioned earlier, you don't want Anis to have any max ammo capacity. You want her to have as little ammo as possible so that she can benefit from her last bullet mechanic. So therefore, this is going to be very important. Do not roll for max ammo capacity. So as you can see, all my gears here, I do not have any max ammo capacity. I got attack percent and elemental damage dealt. That's the only two that you need. Alright, so the best one is going to be attack percent, elemental damage dealt. The third one can either be crit rate, crit damage, or hit rate, depending on which one you need. She doesn't need anything else. Do not get max ammo capacity. That's going to be very, very bad for you. But ideally, yeah, damage dealt. As you can see right here, I managed to obtain that. Not the best one, but I do recommend, right? Very, very important. Do not, you know, sometimes you're gonna get be able to roll that max ammo capacity, but you want to avoid that at all costs. Defense percent, what the heck is that? These things are like really, really finicky, right? So make sure you guys are, you know, more patient with the rocks. I don't have enough rocks, so I'm just going to focus. I'm going to save some for other characters, right? As for her cube, obviously you want to go with reload cube, the resilience one, because this is going to give you the reload speed so that you can reload as fast as you can during the burst duration. That's going to be the most ideal cube for her. So yeah, that's pretty much the best way to build Summer Anis. I know if you're a beginner watching this, you'll be like, oh man, I need Dorothy, and I guess Dorothy is the main issue, right? Privity, you can basically, everybody gets her. But yeah, hopefully if you guys get her, so they are going to belong in the same team, and that's going to be something that's consistent throughout in every union raids and solo raids pretty much. So hopefully you guys are aware of that. Alright, so with that being said, that's going to be it for this particular video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.